This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, Megan Thompson with your afternoon update now from ABC15 Arizona. Today is your last day to mail in your ballot if you live in Maricopa County and plan to vote in one of this year's elections. This year's election is mail-in ballot only. Election day is November 7th. Ballot drop boxes will also be open all across the valley. The Queen Creek Police Department, they are asking for your help right now as they investigate an assault. Officers say they're looking for anyone with video of people or vehicles in the area between Ocotillo and Chandler Heights from Sossaman to Haas from 6 to 10 p.m. on Saturday. An Arizona man now awaiting his sentencing after pleading guilty to 2 felony charges for his role in the January 6 riots at the U.S. Capitol. He's now one of more than 1,100 people who have been charged for crimes related to the riots. Our Arizona Cardinals changing course when it comes to who is going to play quarterback on Sunday. Head coach Jonathan Gannon confirming Josh Dobbs will move to the bench for Sunday's game against the Browns, and either Kyler Murray or Clayton Tune will get the nod. If it's just a matter of Kyler is healthy or not, so we'll have to wait and see. For the 3rd year in a row, Gilbert is the top city in Arizona to celebrate Halloween. The list released by Wallet Hub ranked the city in 10th place across the U.S. for trick-or-treaters. Friendliness, New York, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles were all placed in the top 3. As our Snakes play in the World Series, all eyes are on baseball in the Valley. But we're diving into the history of the game. Our Jamie Warren shows us the players who were not only heroes on the field, but off it as well.
Well, you may not know this, but some of the very first baseball players in America were also firefighters. That is a little bit of a history lesson I learned while taking a trip to the Hall of Fame Museum here in Phoenix. They gave me a tour inside, and they showed me a real-life fire truck that was built and used back in 1844. It was known as a hand pumper, meaning that once the hose was put in, firefighters had to pump the water out by hand to put out a fire. This is similar to what Alexander Cartwright used. He was a volunteer firefighter in New York who played baseball with other firefighters in his spare time, and he organized what was called the Knickerbocker Baseball Club, named after the fire company that he worked for. And in 1846, they played in the first ever recorded organized baseball game.
Some people call him the father of baseball. Some people say he wrote some of the modern rules of baseball. Other people dispute that. But he is in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and he's considered a big formative figure in baseball culture there. To some extent, organized baseball in the New York area probably grew out of firefighter culture. Some of the first baseball leagues in America were formed in part by New York City firefighters.
And now we have the game that we know and love today. So just a little bit of cool history for you all. You can check out the museum and that old fire engine. It's $17 for adults, $10 for kids. They also tell me that if you buy their ultimate membership package, they're going to give you a baseball, but no, it's not signed by players. It's signed by other heroes in our community. Those are local firefighters themselves. For now, reporting in Phoenix, Jamie Warren, ABC15 Arizona.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Here on this Halloween, it's going to be a gorgeous day overall. A little warmer than yesterday, but not by much. 84 for a high, and that puts our temperature right in the range of normal. It'll be breezy today, too. In fact, we've started to feel the winds already through the morning, and those breezes will stick around into the afternoon. Gusts here in the valley and in northern Arizona will only go as high as about 25 to 30 miles an hour today, but right in that breezy range with winds mainly coming in out of the east-northeast today. Southeast Arizona winds get a little bit stronger. Gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. So watch for some areas of blowing dust, especially down near Tucson and some of those open desert areas if you're traveling there. 84 for a high in Phoenix, 50s and 60s across most of northern Arizona. A gorgeous fall week, but it is going to get a little bit warmer. Towards the end of the week, those temperatures climb back up into the upper 80s, and that's where we'll be through the weekend. It'll get warmer in northern Arizona, too, including those overnight lows. No rain or snow in sight in those 7-day forecasts.
We will have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app. Happy Halloween. Of course, go Diamondbacks.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.